What up? Woo! Hey, 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 hey. What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. This is 2022. We are in a new year, a new mindset. I got some weight loss. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. I just took a hiatus for some health reasons. And now I am back. I had to take a break just like y'all have to when you get a pain or a bump. You know what I'm saying? I'm human, y'all. I'm literally human. So, anyway, today's segment, y'all don't want to miss today's segment. It's when I tell you this is one of the most powerful shows I've ever had. I've had shows powerful, and we've all cried, laughed, we've had tears, we've had situations. But let me tell you, this is very powerful because this is not only my first show of the year, but the guests I have on today all work with me closely. And they also have been a part of the evolution of me being assisted to get to 30 years. And they got their own journeys too. They got their own journeys, literally. My boy, Paper Boy, go get it, the Paper Boy. As you can see, he's already on with me. I want to tell you a little bit about him. He's an artist, filmmaker. He also does graphics. He also not only do graphics. Graphics ain't just graphics. Let me tell you that. Graphics is imagery with vision. If you really, really know what you're doing, right? That's him.
Right,
So he don't
right.
just be sitting there printing up some graphics. Like it, you got to know what you're doing. He also helped me launch all of my books, all the books you see on Amazon. He was the one behind the scenes working all that, helping me to get them on the actual platform. I ain't never in my life been connected to no Amazon. How did I get there? This guy right here. Right here. This man right here. So anyway, this is Paper Boy. Go get it, a Paper Boy, my literal business partner. I adore him because it's been times where I've been in crucial situations late at night. We don't sleep. Me and him don't sleep. We literally don't sleep. And people be like, "Are you okay?" Yes, I am. I'm just grinding. That's him. When them 15 books came out in 1 year, he was behind the scenes pushing the buttons that it required to help me get them out. Dolly Mix Up. Let me show you. Let me show you, and then I'm gonna get to Paper Boy himself. This is the actual book about my epilepsy. We got this out last year. We released that. My magazine. This is my entertainment magazine. It's all kind of entertainers in here with their bios. The imagery, though, the imaging itself, the picture is by my husband, but the actual, look how thick this is. This is like a GQ magazine. And that's my boy right here, Smokey the Bandit. He's an entertainer, real famous. He hip hop. People don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. But this is the guy that's pushing the buttons to help me get this imagery out. That's Mike Bleezy out of Las Vegas. He look at how good that looks, right? That's why his eyes look tired. That's why his eyes look tired like that. This is my uncle is famous. This guy helped me. So anyway, I'm gonna get to Paper Boy. How you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm better now that I had got that wisdom teeth pulled and I ain't on no more medication, so I can get my
We
drink
keep
on.
it real on this show. He said the wisdom too. So what happens? Let me ask you this, jumping in. One of the questions I have for you. What happens to us when we're in this workspace and work mode? We let our health go, right? We start to ignore it.
Yeah,
It's hurting, but we pushing it back. We just
it's not that we don't ignore it, it's just that we don't take no breaks. When we're in physical work form, in physical work mode, it's like nonstop. We in beast mode. It's like once we punch that clock, it's like going to a job and you punch that clock for 8 hours and then you get off and you hella tired, but you still got other shit to do. That's us. We work nonstop constantly. We stay up all wee hours during the night while y'all going to sleep, getting y'all Z's in. We up at 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the damn morning until the sun comes up, working, grinding, laying out magazines, laying out flyers for an event, laying out flyers for charity event. You know what I'm saying? Writing movie scripts, writing out books. Like all of this shit takes time. So for all of y'all that sit there and want people to hand you shit, it don't work like that. In the real
Don't
world,
work
it
like
don't
that.
work like that.
And we're literally basically launching our visions and dreams as God is downloading into us. And I want to switch it up and talk about that because um, a vision is not easy because at first it's vivid to you, but don't nobody from the outside necessarily get what you're seeing from the inside of what God is downloading into your brain and into your eyes. And we people don't
Right.
get that. They don't get
Right
that. They
now.
don't trust it necessarily. And then they don't necessarily respect it, which is what we found out about. Tell me about the respect level of from a graphic standpoint on how people don't necessarily value what you
The
do for
respect,
them. It's
it's
financial.
have you ever heard that saying? I know you've heard of it because you've been in the industry for 30 plus years. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely reaching my peak of being in the game for 20 years. I'm at like 16 and a half years independently. Like I started out as an artist. Even as an artist, people don't respect your craft because they feel like you don't have what it takes. So for years, I had to develop myself out of just being a rapper and being behind the scenes to being in the scenes to where it's like, okay, now I got to step my game up. I got to become a boss. When you're in this industry, there's two things you build in this industry. You build respect and you build character. They
Right.
say your network is your network. So if you let your network be your net worth, you will never go hungry. You will never be broke. But certain
Yeah.
people don't think the way that me and you think because we have experience. They think about that instant gratification, which is the money. That's the only thing
Right.
that they're focused on is like, if it don't make me no money, I'm not gonna fucking do it. That's how you let opportunities slip by you because you're constantly thinking of the money aspect. Like I told a couple of people today that I'm not doing what I'm doing for money. I'm doing this for the simple fact that I want to be great. In 5, 10 years from now, I want people to reflect back on my career and say, he did what he did because he wanted to become great. He didn't do it because of no money aspects. He didn't do it for
Yeah.
the materialistic shit. He didn't do it for, owning big ass houses and jewelry. He did it because he wanted to become great. He wanted to
And
become the GOAT.
that's how this is crazy. Our partnership, well, we've been working together, what, 5 or 6 years now or something like that. Has it
About
been
five,
5?
about 5 years. 5 years.
Um,
5 years in the making.
that's literally how it was. He trusted the heart of me. You understand? And he trusted somewhere. You got to eventually trust somebody at a certain point at some point. But you also have to follow your heart kind of in it as far as knowing that maybe I got to do the work right now, but this don't seem like the type of person that will just fall out of Dodge and won't, take care of me later or whatever. You got to know, you got to follow your spirit kind of. And one thing about Paperboy, no matter if I was tapped out, was waiting on some funds, was in between something, one thing he knows about me is that I always acknowledged him financially, whether it was to get him a little something right now or, hey, I got the rest later. Like, that's one thing. And that's, why? Because I respect what he does for me. You know what I mean? I actually respect his aspect to my career. And let me tell you this, if I had not had him to trust me in that sense and go with the flow so that we build, I would not have 13 books today on Amazon, including entertainment magazines. I've never even heard of that aspect be released on Amazon before. Maybe I'm in a fog. Maybe I'm in a blog, a space that, you know what I mean?
Right.
No one gets whatever.
Where
But
where
I've never heard
where it all
actual
came down
magazine.
to what it all comes down to is like when we first started connecting, I met you in Vegas. Like I met you through someone in Vegas. I met
Yeah.
you through, actually, matter of fact, I met you through Christian Nobles, my business partner also, who helped me develop my wine. He's the
I
one
remember
that connected me.
that.
He's the one that
Yes.
connected me to you and was like, hey, my friend, she does shows, she does a lot of interviews. Maybe you guys can, do something out here in LA. I mean, not LA, but Las Vegas, because I'm not in that scene anymore. I'm not doing
Right.
club promotions and things like that. I'm more focused on like wine and doing the elderly care work. So that's not my forte anymore. So that's how I got hooked up
Right.
with Shantae Gibson. And ever since then, we've been friends, we've been business partners, we've been family. Outside of us being business partners, I check up on this woman's well-being. If she was to have a seizure right now, I would call her and check up on her and be like, sis, you good? Or if she was in the hospital and I don't know that she had a seizure, I would literally get messages from her husband and be like, oh well, man, she had a bad seizure. I'm taking care of her right now. She can't get to the phone. Okay, fine, cool. Just let me know when she gets better.
He knows
Or
my
I would have,
husband. Yeah, he knows my husband personally to know. Mm-hmm.
and I know your manager free.
You
She would
know
call me and be like,
you know
I'm
Eddie.
worried about Shantae. But what made me trust the process of our relationship through this business was because not because of who your brother was, it was because you had a vision, you just didn't know how to put it out.
Put it
You didn't
together.
know how
Yeah.
to
And
get it right. Because I remember when I came to you with the idea of doing a book, and you was like, well, I got something wrote, I got a manuscript, but I haven't really like typed it out or anything. You sent me that book,
I
and
had all
that
these
book
books
was
in my
called
phone.
that book, the first ever book we ever put out on Amazon was called Queen G, The Media Course, The Journey. You fought me on the cover, and I told you, sis, let me do this. I know what I'm doing. That book, you fought me on that cover, and that book became the number one best-selling book on Amazon. Within one
This one right
year,
here.
within 1 year, that book sold more than 600 copies.
God is good, first of all. And then,
More than
like I said,
more than listen, more than 600 copies on Amazon for your first ever book being out. Sold 600 copies. That's between Amazon, MadCloud.com, and within that same year, that book and two other books went on Walmart.com within a year.
oh yeah, it's in Walmart. It's also I found out in Japan. Like the other day I was researching, I'm like, oh my God, it's in Japan. What
But
you
your
mean?
your
And
book,
then this is so cute because can you hear me okay, Paperboy? I want to make sure
yeah, I can hear
my
you. I
Wi-Fi
can
is
hear you. I can hear you
okay. Listen
loud
to
and
this
clear.
real quick. Listen to this real quick. Being down made me slow down because I literally could not do nothing for myself after gallbladder surgery. Like it was painful. It was painful, right? So it made me sit back and reflect and actually take a moment and breathe, and I got a chance to make regular interactions with people. Like normally I'm in, hey, yeah, okay, I'll send it back to you. It's like that. But this particular time, during this past 8-9 days after surgery, I actually had to have full on phone conversations with real people, connect, talk. And when I would call them and when we would do these video chats, I would literally see the books in the background. What you mean you bought it a long time ago? Some of them got, bro, this
They're
one friend
dirty.
of
Put it in
mine.
the washing machine. Yeah. Yeah, that's
One friend of
sorry,
mine,
guys.
one friend of mine, she had marker, a lamination marker. She had laminated and highlighted specific points in the book that stood out to her. She's a media person that I actually mentored over the years. I've seen some of these people grow up as babies. She had it highlighted, mentored. Like, what you mean you bought it and you actually studying it? That tripped me out because I ain't never had that before. He was like, girl, this is one of the best well-written books I ever seen in my life. Like, I'm actually sitting here reading through it. Then I've called and video chatted. They've had all these copies like in the background and stuff. I'm like, what in the world? My Uncle is Famous, my magazines, and then you know what I mean? Look, get back up.
It's a big blessing when you see everybody supporting it. And when I told you that your books was on Walmart.com, you were like, what? Nuh-uh. I screenshotted it and showed you. I was like, 3 of your books is being sold on Walmart.com. And it's funny that we talking about this because a lot of people that I tell this to, like, this is how I help people. This is what I do. This is how I put her life in book form, and I made it to where she's actually got another direction in her career. You already had a career. You already have a career. You already have a name, but it was more based on the fact of being a red carpet host.
Right, that's it. That's all people knew me as. They didn't know the writing side of me. Now, the guest that's coming up next, Paperboy, I want you to stay on because, my God, when you see him, you go appreciate where the position and role you play in my life, because he's my original first assistant from about 20 something years ago. And he got the actual newspaper clippings of the celebrity interviews that I did from back in the day that I wrote myself. It's a
now
trip. You know that bailiff, and he got them reserved, put up.
Brain.
You feel me? Listen. You remember the original black African-American guy that was standing next to Judge, a little short Judge Judy? I interviewed him, right, back in the day, like back in the day when he was just an actor. He got that original article, bro. He got that original article. This is a trip because, see, when you doing media, people just think you just talk. I see a lot of new podcasts that have been launched that you sit here and just talk, and y'all be running back, you interacting with people, this and that. It's bigger than that. Media is so much bigger than that, bro. It's an overall angle of the camera. It's the way you look. It's the way you smell. You understand? Yep. It's your own. When you get up and walk on that red carpet, honey, do you got your own mic?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just sitting here talking to people. It's bigger than that. It's when you have your own media company, you can release your own. Hey, Deborah Mitchell, Victor Santiago, Star, I see everybody. Star says, this is how you build your foundation of how people need to treat you with respect. I make sure I promote you. She says she promotes your work, Paperboy. Um, can't wait to get her book started. Um, she said, what's up? Oh, other people are chatting and talking with each other. Victor Santiago is another person out of Boston that I'm gonna be training him. He's gonna be coming under my actual course. You hear me? Of media training. It's when you walk out, baby, what makes them trust you to be a Taraji Henson and come sit on Sunset with you and talk to you? It's your approach. They feel your spirit.
It's your personality. It's who you are. It's who you are. Like, that's what I said. There's two things in this industry that you build is respect and character. If your character is not on point with anything else, everybody's gonna feel your vibe. And if your vibe ain't vibrant, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around you.
Period.
They ain't gonna want to do business with you. And me being an Aquarius, my vibe is always vibrant because I'm a giving person. So if a person was to tell me, "Oh, I got you, bro. I'm gonna give you this," nah, I'm cool. I don't need the money. I did that shit out of love, just pure love. Like if
I'm Aquarius too. I'm Aquarius too. That's crazy. My birthday February 6th. When is yours? When is your birthday?
Mine is in 2 weeks. It's January 30th, 1985. I'll be 37 years old.
We like what? We 10 years apart, but also 5-6 days apart. So it's 10 years, you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know this, but I am approaching 50, bro.
Shit.
Look at the neck lining. Look at the neck. Look at the skin. Like you gotta get up and take care of yourself every single day. I haven't run the streets like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been like I literally get up and go to bed for family. My first God. Let me put God first because I literally pray when I wake up. When I put my feet on the ground in the morning, I pray first. And I got this favorite scripture, and I'm gonna tell you it. Proverbs 16:3. Commit all thy work unto the Lord. Hunty, that is so powerful. Proverbs 16:3. Commit thy work unto the Lord. You know what? When I do that, I give God every piece of authority of my day over everything I touch, over every person I talk to. I'm giving permission.
That's funny you say that because I grew up with this verse in my mind for years. Ever since I was a little kid going to church and stuff, you know, I grew up as a Christian. So in my family household, we basically all Christians, but now that we're older, like we kind of like drifted and everybody does their own thing. I'm more spiritual now than I am in the Bible, but I live by this verse.
Yeah.
John 3 verse 16. So God loved the world, he gave his only begotten son to die on the cross for all of our sins so that no one shall perish but have eternal life. I live by that because there's been so many times that I've had close encounters with death that I'm surprised to be here.
Right.
Growing up in San Jose, California, like my area was considered a tourist city. But outside of that downtown area and you cross them railroad tracks, let me tell you something, buddy. It gets ruthless. It gets real serious. And it's gotten to the point to where we became the #1 city for the most homicides, murders.
Right. Right.
Within the past 10 to 20 years. So I'm happy to make it out of the projects, to make it out of the hood. Right. I still live in the hood, but I'm not around the people that I used to associate myself with.
Right. And I did a show real quick. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I did a show the other day that spoke on we are literally products of our environment. and you got to watch who you're around, what you're doing, what you're saying. And when you become spiritually connected and tapped in, you start to learn, who flows with you and who's for you and who's not. And that kind of,
Right.
it weans itself out. When you praying John 3:16 over the situation and you getting up praying that over your day, God is going to begin to eliminate specific types out of
Of people
your
out your
space that you don't need. And that's what people don't
right.
understand. It's bigger than just media, guys. It's bigger than bigger than graphics.
And
It's
that
bigger
leads
than
me to
graphics.
my
What
point.
paper does for me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That leads me to my point to where like that's the reason why I kind of like I switched the roles of being just a rapper to where it's like I'm my own boss. I run my own company. I run my own modeling agency. I run my everything is under one umbrella. My modeling, my movies, my cartoon, my magazines, my books is all under one umbrella with the Movement Entertainment. We are a brand. We are a corporation. We are an empire.
Right.
When
Right.
I started
Mm.
doing movies, I started doing movies 5 years ago. And the reason why I started doing movies 5 years ago was because I got tired of being just a rapper and
Right.
everybody just knowing me as a rapper. When I started doing my own movies and writing movie scripts, writing books, and doing music videos, it was like people was shocked. They were like, "What the hell? We didn't know you was doing this. We didn't know you was doing that." Just like
Right.
how when we put all them books out, all 20 books, all 20 magazines, and it got to the point to where we got noticed by Walmart.com. Most
Right.
people have to have a management team to even get that far, but we did it without one.
Just me and you
And I
from
thank
the
God for
inside
that because
together.
now everybody hits me up and wants to know what can I do for them. It's not what I can do
But the
for
one thing
you.
I say is this is what I want to tell people too. Listen, guys, it's not about hitting them up. It's not just about hitting them up. You got to hit him up with the idea that to pay for his services because his services are valuable. It has launched my career to the next career. If you respect your own career, then you're going to pay somebody for their time, for their services. He's doing an actual job.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
And
He's doing a job.
it's crazy you say that because I don't even charge people that much money. I only charge
No.
$30 for all of my graphics. The only thing that I charge a higher price is the videos because the videos are done on this camera. This camera is 4K ultra high
Right.
definition. You can't watch the videos or the documentary without having some type of kind of smart TV that has 4K capability on it. So
Right.
if you guys hit me up and want to work with me, just know that the quality is there. It's not about the quality. It's about how far do you want to take it? Because if you just want me to shoot something just to shoot it, just so you can have something to say, oh well, I did this, that's a waste of my time. I could be doing other
Right.
things. Like right now, I got 6 magazines to put out, and each magazine is 400 pages. I'm giving artists, independent companies, independent brands, independent artists, independent hairstylists, nail designers, whatever you are, I'm giving y'all an opportunity to be involved in 6 mega magazines. Each magazine is 400 pages. You get 7 pages. That's not even including the cover. 7 pages with your photos, your bio, your advertisement, and promotion. $30 out of the door for that. That's the deal. You go to anybody else, they're going to charge you $250 to $1,000 just for a half a page. and y'all still act like that's too much money. $30 is too much money. I don't get that.
I'm sorry, y'all. Wait. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. My kids came in suddenly from church and they just, you know how kids do, they run in the house and they just be, ah! I'm like, no,
Right,
go get, you know what I mean? I'm human,
right.
y'all. So I got stuff going on, y'all got going on. That's what I wanted to talk to y'all about too. This is a part of also being iconic, legendary in the camera, in people's face, on all these platforms. People don't think you're human. They don't think you have a human life. They think
Right.
that everything's always perfect and okay, and they think that everything is, you know what I mean, running smooth. They think because I'm Tyrese's sister that I don't never need money. That's what they think. It's a lot of assumptions out here, and I want to put some things to rest today. That's why I started the year with my first show with this kind of message and subject. Now I'm getting ready to bring my second guest on, but I need you to stay on, Paperboy, because I want you to see the evolution from where I came from to now where you and I are on this new level of social media, okay? I need you to see
Okay.
this for yourself so you can know. This is crazy. I want you to see this, okay? I'm about to bring my second guest out. Oh, shoot. I think you somehow had did it twice again. I thought
I
that was my
did.
second guest coming in. Yeah, you had somehow did the link again.
Hold on. So I gotta leave out and then come back in.
Yeah, you don't have to do nothing. Just stay where you at. You don't have to do anything. Hold on one second, guys. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Let me get my
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sorry, Paperboy. Yeah, you don't have to do nothing or go nowhere. You just stay where you at. Stay on the same. He's gonna tap into his link and just get on the live with us. You don't have to do nothing. I know you don't. It's like it's digital, and right now we're also being streamed to YouTube and some other outlets at this very moment at the same time. So can you hear me, Paperboy? Yours seems to be going in and out of screen or something. I want to make sure you're good. Turn your volume down, bro.
Okay.
He trying to watch the show and promote the show. That's what he's trying to do. but turn the volume down on whatever you're using to share the show, and just stay on the
Yeah, I can
computer.
hear you.
Yeah, but we're getting the
Yeah,
feedback from your.
but my damn phone. It,
I'm sorry, y'all. Uh, you know, the digital world is, you gotta, know how to work the system. So it's hard because he's we did an interview before, but he's never stayed on while somebody else came in, and he ain't got to go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you there? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have him come back in. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm sorry. We got our next guest coming in too. That's gonna come All right, y'all. Some of this is technical too, so I don't want y'all to hear all the riffraff. You know what I mean? I don't want you to hear all that. Some of this is technical, and I'm trying to get all my guests on and make sure we all tapped in and good and all that stuff. Let me see. Let me get him to get on here too. My next guest is getting ready to come on. Oh my God, y'all! This guy right here, he's a brilliant mind. His industry name is Picasso Milano. Okay, and you can't hear nothing. Okay, maybe I'm muted. I don't know what's going on. What about now, Victor? Can you hear me? Okay. We all got streaming issues. Everybody's streaming, so it might even be overloaded with streams. You know what I mean? It may be overloaded right now with what's going on. Like everybody tapped into different things. Let me see. I'm just making sure everybody got the right links. All he literally got to do is tap in with that one link. Sorry guys, I never look down or nothing like that, but I'm trying to make sure that my guests are coming in okay. I know, right? I never look down, Victor. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. The next part, I'm talking about Picasso Milano, who this was my ex-assistant from way back in the day. Way back in the day. And they've never used these streaming links and stuff like that. So this is not Paperboy's first time, but this is Picasso Milano's first time. Okay, let's see which guest this is. Okay, this is Picasso. Okay. Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Okay. We got to see you because this is very important. Wait, let me make sure it's not. Okay, that's got to be on your end. You either got to turn the camera or something. It's colorful, like the background, but I can't actually see you. Is this the first time you use this streaming site?
Hold on 1 sec.
Okay. And then whatever device you're using to help promote the show while you're on, that needs to be turned down on very, very low volume as well. Because we know we got two different things. We're using our phones and we're using the computer. We use everything. We're pulling out the stops, right, to let everybody know what we're doing.
Exactly. Okay, we should be good in now, actually. Hey.
Perfect. He got off into Picasso Milano stage.
I did. I had to morph.
Oh my God, I see. You just went in. What is going on? It's probably been about how many years? When was the last time I spoke to you, Picasso?
I want to say a couple months ago. I believe, yeah, a couple months ago.
Okay, a couple of months ago. And see, last year I was sick, so I was in a fog. I was in a real fog. This is my business partner over here to the left of you. This is my new age business partner. His name is Lemanuel Cox. He's done all of my books, graphics, like flyers. He's, you know what I mean? He's the updated. But you and I go back how far?
Since I was 15 years old, actually. And
oh my God.
we worked collectively together when you had the 77 magazine, which focused on hand delivering, by the way, to each and every mom and pops in the neighborhood. And we always were promoting and getting awareness on 77 magazine as well, too, which was a part of our job descriptions indefinitely. You know, get the word out.
So back in the day, we had this casting office out in Westchester 20-something years ago, and we had 2 desks in there, one on each side. I was a casting director, and then the other side was the magazine being developed, run. The articles were coming in here. We were interviewing people so that we can get our next hands-on. Let me show them. Show them, Picasso.
Okay. So we have the magazine here. This is, let me see this back here. This is the one of 3. I was able to secure actually 3 different copies.
This is crazy.
Yeah, of the interview. You started off with this is June. This is February. Yeah, this is June 2001. February 2002. And this one has to be March. Is this March? Isn't that, how ironic is that? That synchronicity.
The same, yeah.
2002, 2003.
22 now. This is 22 now. Can you put it kind of up on the camera? Look at that. Who is that, guys? Newspaper prints. I had to show you guys because they be like, oh man, you out there. But no, you don't know how long it goes back.
It goes way back.
We used to put these down where, Picasso?
At mom and pop shops. 77 magazine. At mom and pop shops, everywhere. Businesses.
Hand delivered.
That is the
God is good.
Cover story.
God is good.
So this is the first one. This is the first one before she blew up because she was doing Baby Boy and she was talking about how she was making these gift baskets in college to make it happen and making ends meet for herself and for her family. And she had to create these gift baskets and sell those before she landed the role of Baby Boy, which is the cover of 77 magazine.
The actual
publication,
newspaper print version. And I did the article. I did the interview and I did the articles. We did all the articles. Me and my business partner at the time, Don Anthony. He was the visionary for the magazine, but he was also my ex-husband. And we both were hands-on doing our own physical work on these magazines and just getting resources. And it was the mom and pop. Okay, so James, I'm gonna call you the other Gibson, or the Gibson with the P side. His real name, the name that I know him as, is James Gibson. He also is a Gibson.
Yes, I am a Gibson.
I've always connected with him and drawn to him because we were both Gibsons, but his was with a P. So he would say, "Listen, it's the Gibson with the flip B." He called it the flip.
Just flip it upside down, and it's a P or a B.
That's it.
I'm trying to get
what exactly back in the day did you do for me? What exactly back in the day did you do for me back then?
I was one of your personal assistants along with Amber Dancy. And what we did was we were your right-hand man and woman of logistically getting preparations for the next issues, as you know, 77 magazine at the time, and also promotions that will be going to all of these events and VIPs and clubs, which I will kick myself kick down the door and pop in there. They were wondering how I got up in there. I'm 15 or 16 years old.
Right. Everybody thought he was older. Like this was literally a baby, but he was an entertainer. He was an entertainer also at his own school. So tell us about that. You were entertaining and doing different things for your high school back then. So tell us about that a little bit.
So for high school, I along with me landing an internship working at one of the biggest, baddest, and the melanated owned PR companies, Tobin and Associates, which was in the 6565 building off of Sunset Boulevard. We actually were on the 3rd or 4th floor of that building. Dark Child was in the basement. That's where they recorded Brady's Full Moon album. And Ryan Seacrest was on one of those floors. He took up the entire floor for his Ryan Seacrest productions. So we were there when Ryan Seacrest first started production. So my time with cohesively working with the PR company, gaining experience, I utilized that into writing for my high school newspaper. I was one of the entertainer reporters, and I have the original publications as well too, which I saved.
You saved it. Well, how did you reserve them clippings, bro? You are a lifesaver because I didn't even know anybody still had that stuff. I don't even have that stuff.
Well, with my position working at the Tobin and Associates, which Pat Tobin was the CEO president at the time, and Lynn Jeter, who is Lisa Ray's publicist now, is the protege of Pat Tobin. So as you know, it runs in circles. So the point that I'm making is that my job and duties were to clip the press clippings for Johnny Cochran, historic Black NASCAR drivers, Judge Maybelline Ephraim, you name it, and creating events and engagements, and also the Rush Card. Even before the Rush Card was in existence, you had companies coming in, giving presentations. Literally, my first day on the job after I got hired by Tobin and Associates, Tobin, we had a conversation. She said, meet me at the office. I met her at the office at 6565. We sat there. She said, what do you want to learn? I said, everything. And literally, I learned everything with operating a PR company and infrastructure of that caliber. And the first meeting that we had was, she said, come on over to the conference room. We have a gentleman who's presenting a Rush Card. And it was a company that was similar to Russell Simmons' Rush Card. It was actual
This was before Rush Card. This was before Rush Card even came out. One of the first. It was the pre-Cash App.
It was the pre-Cash App
of credit cards. Now all of us got Cash App. Send me a Cash App real quick. We got those, but the pre, quick debit little on-hands debit card that you could use to pay bills, load it. You had to go to a location and load it.
Yep. But you freezing, Shantae. Shantae. Is that me?
And then come back.
You was freezing for a minute. You was like this.
That's my Wi-Fi. Sorry about my Wi-Fi. I'm trying to rewarm it for 1 minute. She's rewarming my tea. Just use the same bag, baby.
Oh,
thank
good.
you.
What kind of tea are you drinking?
It is actually green tea. I'm drinking some green tea.
Real good.
It's herbal. It's natural. It's better for my health. As you can see, I've come down a little bit and lost some weight, and I just have a whole new perspective now. Johnny Cochran, what kind of work did you do for him directly? Like you said, you were doing clippings for all these different people, but what did you do for Johnny Cochran? Come on, y'all. The attorney Johnny Cochran that we know of today that represented all these celebrities. What did you do for him in particular?
So in particular with my work with Johnny Cochran, we actually, we did a lot. We we actually went through publications that Johnny Cochran was within. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm actually multitasking. I'm actually broadcasting our interview to all of my followers on Clubhouse right now. So thank you. I didn't
Oh
mean
my
that.
God.
I'm gonna say.
See, he on a whole nother. he on a whole nother platform. Sending them in and tell them to come to the page, Queen G.
The Queen G live experience live right
Queen
now.
G live experience.
Okay. So my work with Johnny Cochran. The Queen G live experience.
I'm listening.
Now. Okay, I just
He telling worldwide fans and people.
I got it live now with Picasso Milano forever. So my work with Johnny Cochran, we were collecting publications that would come across the desk to the publicity firm in our offices, go through those, sift through those, and actually find anything to do with the feature, with the story interview in which Johnny Cochran was featured in, and we would clip those, preserve those clippings, and file those. So that was my alignment with working with Johnny Cochran. Our PR firm focused on damage control. So anytime a talent or an artist was going through, something, we would come in and we would do damage control on behalf of that client, similar to what Toyota had a big thing with the Black people, in which a lot of discrimination, a lot of racial injustice that was happening when I was in high school as well. And the firm specifically stepped in. They made our president, Miss Pat Tobin, an ambassador for Toyota for the urban. And
huge. Pat Tobin is huge in the business, you guys.
Yep. She even said when I got my Toyota, she said, "Oh, you should have called me. I could have got you a discount," because Toyota was paying for her. What did she have? A Lexus? They were paying for her Lexus vehicles every 5 years, giving her a new one.
Oh my God, just upgrade her like that because she just connected in on a corporate level and just got the all inside track hookup. It ain't even about money. It's more about credibility. It's about credit, agreements, legal terms. It's about contracts. It's about that kind of thing from the behind the scenes. That's what I'm telling you. Things are about to, I'm not going to go into my business. They're about to go to the next level with Queen G Live Experience because I literally was laying in bed from my my gallbladder surgery. I could not move or do anything because I was bound pretty much to the bed. It's a very painful procedure afterward, and you can't do nothing but recover, right? And you got to recover.
Yes, that's the first focus. That's the first thing that you got to focus on is self.
I promise you guys, as I was laying there, God was downloading a whole nother set of visions and dreams and goals. And like, he was just, I wrote everything down in my notebook. I literally stopped and paused and just said, you know what? I got to breathe. And you know what? I even went back and watched some of the interviews from last year, including the one with my brother Tyrese that's now on YouTube. I went back and watched that because I was like, damn, I just interviewed Tyrese. And I've never done that in all the years of us being celebrity siblings, iconic, whatever we did it. But I've never interviewed him. And I went back and listened to it. And I made my mama go to YouTube and grab it so she can hear it. And I said, Mama, I said, do you realize that two of your iconic children or whatever are sitting here chatting in a detailed conversation about the industry, about our lives personally. And this is crazy because you literally got to either be crazy to do that or you got to be on a spiritual page of some type, because I could not be Tyrese's sister at that moment. I had to do my job as an interviewer, but also, I don't know, it was weird. When I listened to it, I said, do you know how brilliant that was? That was not easy, y'all. That was not easy for me to sit there for almost all that length of time and sit there and holler at my brother and talk to him about the career, the like that was weird. And then the times I'm just chilling and at night, say I'm listening to some R&B music and I'm trying to mellow out from my long day. And then, sweet lady, would you be my sweet love for that come on the radio? That junk is crazy still. It's weird. And it's kind of a twisted, kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
That's my brother.
Because I want to tell y'all what it's like to be an iconic legends sibling and be on the inside, but have to respect it too. And then you got to be family. And then you also got to keep things confidential because you can't just reveal this or that. And then y'all, people be like, you talk to your brother all the time. All the time. But I ain't going to tell y'all what we be talking about.
Right.
I can't do it, number one, under the law of confidentiality, and number two, because there are some things, if it went to media, the kind of media, I have my own media company. If something was stated or said, it would blow up so quick, and then it would just cause all kind of craziness. Like, we can't do that. So anyway, this has been an interesting journey. He came out with that Coca-Cola commercial at 16 years of age. Me and my mama at home. I'm gonna tell y'all how it happened. And when I first seen the commercial, we at home. I'm doing my mama's hair. I used to braid hair in the hood, and I was also a teen mother by the time I was 16. I had 2 kids, not just one. I was a product of my environment, of everything that went on around me. So I had 2 kids by then. I was very mature really fast, like how you were. Picasso, you were, and you too, Paperboy. You too, Paperboy, were also grew up fast and grew up in a hood element and understand what it's like to be a product of your environment. So 16, I got 2 kids in the stroller. You hear me? Going to the program at Jordan High School, dropping them off with black eyes because my baby's father is abusing me at home.
Oh, wow.
I never told y'all this stuff. Like, this is our first show of the year, and it's very serious. So we that's the kind of environment we lived in. You were a part of your product. I didn't get a regular high school diploma. I got my GED from Locke High School.
Wow.
Because they had a program. If I couldn't have 2 kids and take care of them at home and be sitting up in the classroom all day.
You're right.
You feel me? Somewhere, somehow. But guess what? I was determined. I never gave up. I never gave up. I never stopped. I knew it was something bigger than just that. Like, I knew that I was a very good hands-on mother, but at the same time, I knew that I had to get this. So we at home, back to the Tyrese story when it first came up on the screen. We at home, we're sitting there. I'm doing my mama's hair because I used to braid hair as a hustle, right?
Used to. Yes,
the commercial pops up. He on the bus. I said, Mama, that's your son. We seen it for the first time together because back then there was no preparation of what time it was going to air. They just aired it. You see how things have changed? Things have evolved, right? They just aired it. So if you didn't catch the commercials, you just didn't catch it.
Right.
You just didn't catch it. But me and Mama caught it together at the same time, me doing her hair. I was like, Mama, that's your son. Mama, she broke down crying. Oh my God, you know what I mean? That's my son. Wow. I can't believe he on TV. Like, we from Watts, California, y'all. We used to walk out of our door and hear the bullets popping off between rival gangs. Like, and we used to be dodging. Hold on. We ain't got no car to get to school. You ducking and dodging.
You're right. Wow.
So her son landed a national commercial and he didn't even have a ride to get there. Mr. Andrews, who is his music teacher, he actually took him. Mr. Andrews, please take me to this audition. This came through and I really want to get it. And I think I have a really big chance at this. Him and his music teacher had a really great relationship. He was teaching a piano and he would sing at every choir event, every this, every that. My brother was literally like you, a young teenager, just talented in the hood. He went to Locke. I went to Jordan. We went to 2 different high schools. Mr. Andrews took him to his audition. Guess what? Tyrese was 30 minutes late.
Wow.
But destiny, timing, opportunity, first God, opportunity, timing.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? It all came together. He went in there, auditioned. He got 3 callbacks, not 1, 3. And if you in the acting world, you know what a callback is. A callback is we're considering you, but we don't know yet all the way. We got this prospect and this prospect, but we want to make sure this is where you're actually the one. He got 3 callbacks to come in and be looked at 3 times again. He got it. He landed it. Me and my mama, we watching it on national TV. She breaks down crying. And from there, if I can remember, it was from the bus to by 18, his first album. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, his first film, Baby Boy. It was back to back to back. What do you know about making love at 18? Really? You really don't. You're not really there yet mentally. So what is this dude put out a full-on love iconic R&B album. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sweet lady, would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be, you know what I mean? What did you know about that? You wasn't emotionally there as a man yet. You hadn't. You didn't even have no girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want everybody that's on here, I want y'all to put your favorite Tyrese song on here. I want you to tap in right now and tell us.
We're being broadcasted on our Clubhouse right now simultaneously. So I'm telling all my followers, listen to Shantae.
Okay. I want to hear your favorite Tyrese joint lately. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Everybody, I want you to back channel or tell us what your favorite Tyrese song is.
Yes. Have I told you I loved you lately? Have I told you you still mean the world to me? 18. You don't know about that. So what my point I'm making from the outside in, y'all got to understand the evolution of this whole journey type of thing. And I'm saying this stuff because Picasso Milano, who I call James Gibson, he's been there with me from day one, from the beginning, when it's all evolved for me. So
thank you.
After the commercial, he literally landed this deal internationally with Coca-Cola. You worldwide now, suddenly.
Worldwide.
Right?
Global.
You probably got like $25,000, $30,000 quickly off of that one national commercial from this soda brand that's been out forever that we've been destroying our gallbladders with.
Wait, what you say?
Right?
Tyrese Gibson. Yes,
So they got money. Money ain't an issue, right? Money ain't a problem at all. Money ain't a problem at all. But for the first time, we still in the hood, and he landed a $25,000, $30,000 contract. You don't even know about what national fame is yet at 16. You don't even understand what a national commercial really is. You don't understand that you're being seen in Japan and London and things like that. Because what we're used to is coming out of our doors and hearing the bullets ringing out. You know what I mean? So now he suddenly gets launched into this, all this money, fame. Suddenly, y'all, by 18, the album comes. Right behind that, the movie comes. Right behind that, it's just go, 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 go. Then we were all on the Oprah Winfrey show. Do you remember that, Picasso?
Wow.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Go back, y'all, and look. Tyrese buys mom a house. We was on. I was on that show, And as I was on my bed this past weekend, I was doing some research, and I look back, and that actual show is also on her home website page on the Oprah Winfrey Show. So if you look up Oprah.com, you will see the Tyrese surprised his mama with a home actually on her actual page.
Wow. Rihanna did the same thing for her mom in Barbados.
This story was so iconic. It was worldwide too. It was very touching because you got a kid from the hood that went and bought his mom a home and surprised her on the Oprah Show. They had pre-edited the videos. Me, my sister, rest her soul, who I lost this past year. Me, my sister, and brother are all on this Oprah Winfrey stage. It was so long ago, guys. My nephew, who is now probably 26, 25, he was a baby on that show.
Wow.
I've been in the business so long that my nephew,
How many years have you been in the music entertainment?
Since 18.
Since you were 18?
Since I was 18. When I married my ex, him and I got a casting office in LA, and it was that office that you know and familiar with. You're very familiar with it. Why? Because you were my assistant back then.
Yes,
we worked our butts off. We went straight from babyhood, having babies. I went straight from having babies into having my own full-time business, and I actually got an office for it. Yep. I actually got me and my ex. I keep calling ex because he was hold on, y'all. I got my other guest coming in.
Okay. Everybody, if you're tuning into our Project Atrium exclusive interview with R&B singer Tyrese's sister, Queen G, on the Queen G Live Experience.
Okay, Picasso, I'm gonna mute you real quick, and I'm gonna get Eddie's story, and then we're all gonna tap back in. Okay, this is my business partner. No, did he get off? No.
Here,
he gotta come back on.
You gotta mute it.
Hold on, y'all. Let me tell Eddie to hit that link again. See, he ain't never used this before either. I ain't never asked him to be on the show either. Let me unmute you until he comes back in, because he ain't muting too. But my next guest is my actual husband, my mate. The one that stands by my side every single day, is on the inside, tapped in emotionally, physically. He's there for me. But he also, as a result of our journey together, he has picked up a skill of videography, photography, and all the imagery, pictures, and things like that you see of mine. He shot it. A lot of people don't know. He shot it. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna have him on from the angle of photography and videography and how important it is to know your angles and stuff like that. Hey, honey, Eddie Bell, you guys. This is my partner in life, as well as he does videography, photography, and he also puts together commercials and things like that. He knows how to edit video, and he knows how to put together full-on commercials. So a lot of the commercials you've seen on behalf of Queen G Live Experience, he's at home squinting his eyes, technically creating them. So, honey, welcome to the show. I literally just want you to come in and kind of give us a perspective of how important it is to angle your camera correctly, or have the right coloring or lighting and things like that. I just want you to give us some technical, tips or whatever from that aspect.
Well, you know, the lighting is everything. You know what I'm saying? The picture is everything. The movements, the camera, everything is important, especially the lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm in a car. As you see, it's kind of dark. You know what I mean? There's no good lighting. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because the lighting and the movement attract the peoples. You know,
I ain't never heard it from that standpoint. So some people are not getting booked for their gigs because they don't look right on the pictures.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, it's all about the image now. You know what I mean? It's all about catching the image and how you say it.
Getting that right angle.
Yeah, that right angle and the right moment.
Lighting. Let me ask you this, baby.
Yeah.
You my husband. What's your favorite shot that you shot of me? Like that you really, really like? Not you know, turned up like that, but which one is your favorite that we use all the time to push out there that you shot of me?
I don't know. It's different ones.
So tell me which one, like, give me one or two that and just describe it to me and I'll know exactly which one you're talking about. I like the green one with the hat looking up with my green shirt on. That's one of my favorite that people use a lot.
One. You got that one with the red carpet, but that was shot a long time ago, so I don't even know if that counts.
And the red color, is that one of my favorite colors? I should be even color is important when I step out in front of the camera. And the right color also draws the energy too, right? Like what I got on.
Yeah. Yeah. And that too. So, but we're gonna show some more images because we finna shoot this kids movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put these girls to work too.
Yeah, stay tuned, y'all. We got a kid commercial coming out, movie / situation promoting my kids with their books that's on Amazon. Okay, they getting ready to show y'all what they've learned at 9 and 10 years old, sitting here with us all the time, just being under a, you know what I mean, entertainment umbrella. Baby, when did you pick up the camera? How many years has it been now?
Almost 9 years now.
And what was your first commercial that you shot? And what was that like, sitting down, playing with the you know what I mean, the editing aspect of things behind the scenes? What was that like for you when you first did it? And it's all test and trial, right?
Yeah, you just gotta jump in and just try it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever come out, it's gonna come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just put your best in, put your best foot forward. You know what I mean? Into whatever you're gonna do with the film.
Right.
You know?
I'm not gonna hold you long. We literally caught him kind of like, you know, in transition, but I wanted to hear his aspect too, from a videography, photography, you know what I mean, physical, like, you know, visual end of it. Some of y'all ain't booking y'all commercials because your light ain't coming in right.
It's a different perspective.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. Hey, Paper Boy. Since you over there in that bright yellow, what them Pittsburgh gonna do tonight?
You gotta unmute yourself, Paper Boy, because I unmuted you.
What that gang gonna look like tonight?
What Pittsburgh gonna do tonight?
He ain't unmuted. Y'all gonna have to probably talk y'all mess on off this show. He ain't unmuted.
All right,
See,
well, I'm out of here.
I love you, baby. I love you.
All right, I gotta get back in traffic.
Okay, bye. All right, that was my husband, y'all, my partner in crime. We I just wanted him to give you a few tools and tips from the inside of videography and photography and what that world is like. That literally is a whole nother world, y'all. Some of y'all, look, this is lighting. I got a light right here. You gotta look like something on the camera. Also, this is another tip for everybody. Some of y'all look like, y'all look crazy. You're not supposed to look on camera like how you rolled up out of bed. So for some of these new podcasts that's launching, be careful, because you look like you've been high all night and smoking weed. And you look like, I'm being real, y'all. You look like how you look when you get ready to jump in your shower. You got to put a little cover up on and like, you know, I got bags, y'all. I got natural bags, but I try to, no, I don't want pizza. But fill it up, baby, and put, make it 2 minutes because it's not hot enough. Okay. That's my daughter, y'all. She asked me, she's trying to make sure I'm comfortable while I'm shooting the show. But a lot of y'all look like y'all been beat up by y'all dude and just rolled over. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You look like you got run over by a train. But you talking about a brand and you want to get paid for your platform. It don't work like that, y'all. You gotta
keep it real, keep it unfiltered.
You gotta put some time and energy into your brand. You gotta be constantly drinking water. You know what I'm saying? Which cleanses you from the inside out. It makes your skin look really healthy and natural. I'm talking about from a media standpoint. This is from a media standpoint. This cleanses your colon and the inside junk we eating that ain't no good. And you know what I mean? It give you energy to travel when you got to travel somewhere. And these hats is my thing. This is y'all know I wear hats. Like I have branded that as well. You know what I mean?
Fly, I see you. Woo woo.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Like, but some of y'all look like y'all been in a gang fight. Like y'all look like y'all been, you know what I'm saying? Y'all look like y'all been running from the law and just jumped on the camera.
Damn.
I'm keeping it real, y'all. Like, y'all ain't never heard me talk like this ever in all the years of entertainment. But I'm a real sister. And those that know me for real, y'all all know that I'm a real sister. I've always been down to earth and like this. But I never say specific things because of confidentiality sake. But I don't care. I care about confidentiality, but I'm just keeping it real for the sake of the people. We got to be in this season of coronavirus, you know what I'm saying, where people are literally coughing up their lungs and dying at a high rate. We got to go on and tell it. We got to go on and tell the truth. We got to go on and be real about some stuff. You know what I mean? Picasso, I got to get back to you, bro. You got paralyzed at one point.
Yeah, I was paralyzed last year in a wheelchair, and also I was on Skid Row, homeless. And a pastor had given me contaminated food in which my immune system did not agree with, further resulting in me being paralyzed. It was one of the hardest things ever in life to learn how to walk again and to balance myself. And I use meditation crystals. I use Reiki therapy, sound bathing, to reprogram my neural pathways in my mind. I literally submerged myself in something called metaverse, which is literally transforming our world, everybody. To reprogram my mind, visually see myself virtually, which you can see some of my virtual productions on my Instagram at Picasso Milano Forever. You can see a lot of the video, a lot of the still images. It's me versus me, and it's always been that way. And that's what I'm here to let everyone know, is that there is no competition but yourself. It's you,
Right.
you. So I utilized IMVU, which did an interview with me a couple months ago, which is going to be dropping at any given moment, y'all. That
Right. Sorry, y'all sneezing.
Oh, it's okay. God bless you. The interview will be dropping this year, as my music project 90s Money is dropping this year, as Unfiltered TV, which is our pilot TV series, celebrity interviews and sketch comedies. Hilariously, by the way. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
We'll be dropping this year as well.
Oh my God.
Special shout out to all of my friends and family and followers over at Clubhouse right now. Shantae, they want to hear from you too.
Really? Aww.
Yes. Everybody,
Listen.
Shantae Gibson, aka Queen G of the Queen G Live Experience. I am a former personal assistant of Shantae when I was 15 years old, when she had the 77 magazine. We interviewed Taraji P. Henson for her first ever newspaper publication interview that she garnered the cover, and we conducted the interview with Taraji P. Henson. So that was the very first.
Sit down on Sunset. We had lunch. Back then, you had to get the physical, actual sit down. Like they didn't have digital services like how they did now. When I interviewed and watched, when I went back and watched the interview with Shazam of H-Town, I was like, that was a brilliant interview.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because it was fun. It was good questions. Like he was very attentive. I was like, wow. But it's digital now. But back then we had to physically go to the location spot, and we would have to, you know what I mean? Sit down. They didn't have hand delivery services like they do now.
They did not, for real.
And you've been in the game with me and watched this evolve. Now let me ask you this. I want to know, as I'm approaching my 30th year in the industry, and you know about that because you've been around with me. That's why I brought you on to physically show.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? How long you been out here as a teenager, 15 years old, in my casting office with me on this journey. What has Queen G done for you? I'm coming up on 30 years.
Yep.
Before I was Queen G, what was I to you? And what can you remember memory-wise that just really, really, really impacted your career in some way or the other, coming up under this tutelage of my training? Like, what did it do for you? And I'm asking because this is evolution, you guys. This takes time. You don't just jump into wealthy money. You know what I mean? Everything takes, it's a journey, literally. So tell me from that standpoint, what, you know what I mean? What may have impacted you in some way or the other?
Well, definitely, just to do a reset real quick, we are live on Project Atrium's Clubhouse, everybody. Make sure you follow the green mention above at the very top of the profile so that you can stay connected with all engagements that we have rolling out. We have an exclusive interview with R&B singer Tyrese, his sister, Shantae Gibson, aka Queen G of the Queen G Live Experience, which we are simultaneously streaming now. Please click the link above the photo in order to see our visuals, and make sure that you stay tuned. So what I've learned from you, Shantae, over the years, since I was 15 years old, I've learned that with your 30 years of experience, it was the catalyst to what's happening now. Everything that we did, it was not in digital form. It was in guerrilla marketing form. It was door to door. It was getting to those small businesses and mom and pop shops to deliver the 7/7 magazine, in which Taraji P. Henson was the very first to grace on a actual paper magazines everyone could see on the visual. This was the very first publication in which I managed to recover and save and preserve all of these years.
And show us some other samples of some of the other ones as you continue to tell me You know what I mean? That too. Show me some of the other ones. Because I interviewed the bailiff on Judge Judy.
Right here.
You know what I mean? Who is that?
This is Mr. J.P. Stevenson.
West Wing.
J.P. Stevenson of the West Wing. I don't know if anyone can you see the lighting is.
It's barely, yeah. But West Wing was a really popular TV show back in the day. Really, really. I mean, movie, right? No, it was a series. It was a series.
And guess who was on the back? Guess who was on the back?
My brother. I supported him from day one. Have always. Look, that was the beginning, y'all. Wow.
So you literally had that on the back of the publication supporting Tyrese Gibson. So this is definitely for real
article, the original. That's why I had him on here today. We didn't want to relaunch and just relaunch. I wanted to take y'all back to the evolution of the career and history. My Boys remix. TJ Gibson and Drew Gibson. I still am in touch with them. They still sing. Especially TJ. TJ's still singing a lot. Like he be out there, you know, man, them brothers got the most beautiful voices. Golly.
Very talented. Very talented.
Woo! And then where's that article with the bailiff on Judge Judy?
The article with the bailiff, J.P. Stevenson. So we have there's a total of 3 publications here, which I was able to preserve and recover from the original print date. So the article on J.P. Stevenson invites you to the West Wing. That's the tagline.
Tag, very important. Tags, titles, the way you word something, very important, y'all. Like I titled this show.
You went in on the West Wing. There's photos of
him. That's crazy, right?
You went completely in on this interview. Shantae, introduce yourself. Let us know a little about who you are. JP says, my name is JP Stevenson, and I derived from my loving parents, Lauren Stevenson and Charlene Stevenson. I can't say enough about Charlene, my mom. She was the rock and foundation in my life, the person that led me into this direction. I truly love her. So you actually broke down the interviews in a very simplistic way, which a lot of reporters don't do to this day. And you were transparent. There was no ulterior motives. There was no, oh, let me ask this question. Even if it wasn't approved, I'm gonna still sneak this one in. No, it was none of that. It was like you were transparent and you kept it real and unfiltered, as most reporters should be doing in media today, instead of lying.
Yeah. Or getting the story just to benefit financially only. It's deeper than that, right?
Opportunists. Here's the one with Taraji P. Henson. And you have beautiful photos of her. And not only that, you have a beautiful photo of you. And
look, that's me and her together at the premiere of Baby Boy. We were at the premiere of Baby Boy. That's the
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. I can see it. That's the original article, y'all, of the interview that I did on Taraji Henson. That's my boy Michael Moore, who is now back doing pictures and stuff in Hollywood again. I see, man, Michael Moore is in there. I gotta tell him he's in there. I get so excited, you guys, because now this stuff is being dug out from the trash can. You know, if you know what I mean. It's like I'm seeing. Oh my God, God is good. My boy Michael Moore, another. Go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt you. In the interview with Taraji P. Henson, it says Taraji P. Henson. It says interview done by Shantae Gibson at Chin Chin's on Sunset. Remember regarding locations? Shantae Gibson. We would like to open this by opening up and saying that we appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to bless us with this interview. It says Taraji P. Henson's rebuttal. Excuse me, I'm talking about. She said, she says, no problem.
We've been on here for a while.
No problem anytime. Shantae says, tell the world who you are. Taraji says, my name is Taraji P. Henson, actress, entrepreneur, mommy. I'm international. Please believe me.
That's her actual words.
She's spoken into existence. You said, all right, you have many roles. Taraji said, oh, yeah, you could say that. Shantae, you said, when did everything begin for you? Taraji says, it all began for me in my family's living room. I used to perform in front of my family. I did everything from dancing to singing to acting. I did it all. And then you say, where are you from originally? She said, I'm from Washington, D.C., born and raised. Shantae says, and what point did you know that you were going to be an actress? Taraji says, when I went to college, I knew that I wanted to be an actress. Shantae says, oh, that's cool. What college did you attend? Taraji says, Howard University. It was a great experience for me. Going there prepared me for this world. And then, furthermore, it says, you said, oh, that's cool. You said, so what was your very first solid work as an actress? And this is a little chunky here, so bear with me. Taraji says, well, one of the first things that I did in college was a play called Dreamgirls. I started out as what's called a prop actress. My original job was to make sure that everyone had their props, but I started going to every rehearsal when I wasn't needed. So what does that say? Going above and beyond, going the extra mile, right? One day, a cast member dropped out of the play, and before the teacher could say, I need someone, out of his mouth, Taraji says she coughed out loud and brought attention to herself. He chose Taraji for that part. People remember her to this day for playing that part. Someone from the theater company saw the play. This is how it works, everybody, networking. Someone from the theater came and saw the play and was so impressed that they paid her for the entire cast and crew to go to Hong Kong to do the play.
Travel to Hong Kong. This is Taraji's words.
Taraji's words. They paid for the flights and put us in a 5-star hotel for the entire run of the play. It was a wonderful experience for me. And she says she moved to LA 5 years ago before she landed the baby boy role, everybody, the movie role, with only $700 in her bank account.
Remember when you said you had the article and I said, don't make me run up out of here. Don't make me run up out of here. When she shot Baby Boy, he was just coming into his early money or whatever, but she also had only $700 in her bank account now. Look at her today, guys. Iconic, legendary actress, millions.
Entrepreneurial,
millions.
She's also a hairstylist. She does hair now.
This has been so eye-opening of an intro show. When I tell you Picasso Milano and James Gibson, I call you because that's my original. I'm sorry, I couldn't help but call you nothing but that. You, Paperboy, my husband have all been such great guests today. This is literally my first show back of 2022 after my surgery procedure, gallbladder being removed. I'm still a little sore. It was only about 8 days ago. So as you can see, I'm in this position because I can only shift so far or whatever. You know, it's real. I'm keeping it real. It still hurt. The scar is still tender. You know what I mean? But I still felt like I had to get this initial. When I found out you had these articles, it just took me into a whole nother mindset. I was like, nope, today is the day. I called my business partner last night, Paperboy. I was like, look, get some flyers together. We finna go live. I put him on there, you on there. I put this together at the last minute because it was something strategic about this particular show. And guess what? It was also a marketing show. It was also an encouragement to you out there who are literally on your journey with a wing and a prayer. And you don't know if you're going to make it from 1 minute to the next. You don't know how you go get this done. You're still living your regular everyday life and you're struggling to try to figure things out. You don't know from 1 minute to the next. This is an encouragement for you. Don't ever give up. If you heard the article being read of Taraji saying when she shot Baby Boy, she only had $700 in her bank account. Come on, y'all. Dreams are real. God is real. There are times when he downloads visions into you. You literally got to stop and pause and stop dealing with the riffraff on the outside and begin to really value your brands. You understand? Yes. Value your brands and understand that you are a visionary yourself. Stop and pause literally and get the core together, which is you.
Yes.
Water, vitamins. Take
nutrition.
Care of your mental space, your mental health.
Did you use those recipes that I sent you? No, you haven't.
I've been using olive oil as a grease base.
Good.
I ain't never did that before.
Try coconut oil. I made some coconut curried eggs the other day.
Oh, that sounds good.
As an oil substitute as well. And when you get olive oil, make sure it is from the purest.
Yeah.
Khalees, look up Khalees. Khalees does these gold mine boxes. The one, you know, Khalees, she brings all the boys to the yard. I'm damn right.
Yeah. You gotta send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now. She not only brings all the boys to the yard, but she's got a farm. She's got her own farm.
Right.
And to make
right. Wow. So I know it's made a difference in my life. Get up and go for a walk, you guys, and stretch your legs and bones, because another thing in the health world is that people are getting blood clots and stuff like that because they don't move their circulation around enough, their legs, and they don't move around enough. You know what I mean? So be careful out there, y'all. Let's keep loving up on each other. This is my first show of the year. I just wanted y'all to see and hear me and know that I'm well. And I'm literally every day getting up, hitting the floor, putting my foot on the ground and praying that prayer, Proverbs 16:3 over myself. Commit all thy work unto the Lord. Touch my hands, Jesus. I know how to pray, honey. If I don't know how to do nothing else, I know how to undergird my family in prayer, for real. This is not a joke. Stop teaching your kids how to cuss out there.
I've been working on my profanity too. I've been working on it too.
No, it's we're grown, so we can cuss. It's the way, the respect level for those that are coming around you. You understand? The younger kids who are not even old enough to even understand about life yet, but they being exposed to so much. Also, y'all, stay healthy during these times of Corona. Wipe everything down. Have you some baby wipes. Get your own mask. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's some stuff, like, we go talk about other things in the future, but this literally was my first ever podcast of the year of 22. I love you all. Thank you so much for everybody that has supported my book, Queen G Live Experience, on Amazon. Queen G Live Experience.
On Amazon, right?
Available now on Amazon under my name, Shanta Gibson. Also, my entertainment magazine that I'm business partners with Paperboy, Let's Go to Work magazine. This is Smokey the Bandit on the cover.
Yes.
But look at the imagery.
The imagery is absolutely beautiful, y'all.
Look at the imagery. Look at the pictures. Look at how, this is Mike. Let me see. I'm trying to get the camera right. That's Mike Breezy out of Las Vegas.
Absolutely beautiful, ultra beautiful quality. Look at that. Available on Amazon.
This is what Paperboy does for me. Look at this. This is Distinguished Minds. They was just on stage on this big venue last night at a concert performing. These brothers is another group that's coming up that, you know, people don't know about yet, but I know about them because I'm out here hustling and grinding. They got an article in here in this magazine.
Did they do that show? Did they do an intimate show that was broadcasted on YouTube?
They did it. It was big. It was last night. I think it was last night or yesterday or something. They had somebody filming the show for them on the stage. So we got that angle. It was a huge theater, huge theater. And some of our iconic R&B legends are out here doing a 90s tour, like Drew Hill, Shazam, Usher. Yep, all of them are collectively doing a tour. Tell us about Lunel real quick, and then we go jump off.
Yeah, no worries. Lunel, I ran into Lunel. Actually, I posted it on my Instagram. I ran into her at the America's Next Top Model. Was a 2.0 at the Supper Club at the time in Hollywood. And I popped up in there with my publicist. And I walked in, and as soon as I walked in the door, Lunel runs up to me and hugs me. Ooh, you with your fine self. And we've been friends ever since. We've been friends.
Wow.
Actually, Lunel's on the pilot for Unfiltered TV coming out this year, everybody. It should be out later in February, I believe. It stars Lunel, and I'm interviewing her about her work that she's done. She's done a lot, y'all. And her daughter is a phenomenal dancer. Her name is Danielle. Her daughter just did a tour with Lizzo, actually, on one of those big award shows. So Lunel, she's always given me feedback and advice over the years, as well as Tiffany Haddish. I'm friends with Tiffany Haddish as well. And even when I was paralyzed, I was able to call and text Lunel and Tiff. Like, what the fuck do I do? I said, I'm paralyzed.
Y'all got a relationship, which you will be. You'll be seeing some more iconic, legendary, real celebrities here on this platform coming up in the near future. I'm in touch with the team for Yo-Yo. Yes. In touch with some team members and people that are literally walking them in our doors now to get on this platform to be a part of our evolution of Queen G Live experience. And I want y'all to keep tuning in, keep watching. You never know who's going to be on here. You never know what we're going to do. I literally have went from doing everything to having teams now. I don't rely on myself for the part that I can't do. I have teams.
Yes.
I have teams, you guys, because we overwork ourselves because we think ain't nobody else gonna do it. We ain't gonna trust nobody. But we got to get to the point when things begin to build and grow where you got to trust other team members that you've trained, like Picasso, over the years to step in and say, I got that for you, Queen G. I'll take on the load. I'm training different media people, persons that I've known for years in media. I'm taking them through my training course so that I can literally, once the $100 grand drops down from the contract that's signed, and all these things, they're literally sometime going to be the ones on hands going to these locations, and I'll be able to pay them to be the red carpet host or hostess on the scene. So if you are interested in taking my social media course, let me know. It's $150 right now for an hour.
It's only $150 for an hour, everyone. You want to hop on there before it goes up.
$150 for an hour. And I say that because it's a lot of people that just need advice on what to do at specific points in their career. It's tips I have, boy. You see, we go way back with Taraji Henson and all that.
Yeah.
Way back where the picture I took with Kevin Hart, that was when he was hitting the Chitlin circuit. And we the same height. Michael Collier, me and him got a black and white photo, but we also re-met up recently when he came to Dallas.
You were making historic history 360, and you're approaching your 30-year mark of being in entertainment, of being in film, of being in the publications industries, and this is marking a new and turning a new leaf, as all of that experience of 30 years has been comprised into the digital age of insight.
And now we can just push a button, send it out, talk to people. So share this show, everybody. If you're an entertainer, please share this show. It's very, very important. We tapped on some stuff that only you can hear here on the Queen G Live experience. Ain't nobody go give it to you as raw as what we did today on our relaunch of the Queen G Live Experience Show. Thank you so much, fan base, for tuning in. Get yourself on this cover, which is 500 right now.
Yep.
Get your cover, because this magazine, look how thick it is. It's like a GQ. It's on also Amazon. It's on Amazon, guys.
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. The press of a button, you could be in everybody's homes. Like getting delivered to their doors, like how we do with, you know what I mean? Everything else that we order from Amazon. We order a clothing, shirt. We order, we order shoes. We order toys.
Speaker box.
Oh. You want me to tell them about AB Audio?
You can say whatever you want, because all of my followers and all of my friends and family, they're listening. Oh,
let me tell them about that. I believe it's ABEATZ audio.com. ABEATZ audio.com. absaudio.com makes personalized radios and what you call that? Backdrops and stuff like that with your imagery on it. And they badass. Like they are the bomb. Like he made my own personalized.
That's good for podcasters too, to have that backdrop.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta get my
Thank you all for tuning in to our Project Atrium exclusive interview with R&B singer Tyrese's sister, Queen G Live of the Queen G Live Experience. Make sure you follow the green mansion above to stay in tune for future engagements, as we will be having more of these engagements to further educate and elevate all of you of the future of marketing as we know it, digital marketing, and also the future of pretty much everything. Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah.
There you go.
This is the radio, the actual physical radio he made for me.
Wow.
I got my own radio.
Stream, you can see the actual radio that was custom with Shantae's beautiful picture, might I add. That's a beautiful picture.
Look at the back.
Ultra. Oh, yeah. I love that. Cool box. I love that.
There it is.
ABEATZ audio.com, everyone, to order the actual Shantae Queen G Live boombox.
No, not mine particular. I'm saying he does these for artists. Like you can get your own Picasso.
Okay, well, we're going to get
you can get your own custom boombox done.
I love it.
With your face on it. Them pretty pictures you sent me today. I was like, I'm finna send man.
Hey, make sure you send me the flyer so I can post it to my followers and let them know that we have upcoming interviews coming up too, as well as my cover interview, which we're getting the photo assets to you. They're still in editing bay right now with my photographers.
Right. We all got a lot of big stuff coming up. Also, guys, one last thing, and I gotta say this. There is a booking fee of $25 to get on the show. And that is due to the fact that we have to literally pause and schedule you. And I say that because I am on my 30th year of planning 5 major parties in different cities to celebrate my 30th year in the game. So we got a lot going on with our teams, and in order to get on the show, you have to pay $25 in order to get on the show, the actual physical show. If you're an entertainer and you want us to give you an hour time slot to be interviewed by me, you have to pay $25, because in order to take time with me away from my planning and scheduling of all these parties and all these things that we launching, it's going to take a little money. Like you gotta pay to get on. Okay. So, y'all listen, let's keep growing together. Let's keep building. I love you all. We've been here for almost 2 hours. Thank you so much for coming on. I want to thank all my guests. Picasso Milano. Who are you? Picasso Milano, Eddie Bell, Mr. Golly, my memory. I need to get off, y'all. My memory is bad. Paperboy, my first guest that came on. These are all my business partners that are around me. And we had to just go live and just do this first one together. So thank you guys. Keep being great. Keep loving on each other. And let's just make this year amazing. Okay, 2022. Oh, I gotta advertise one more person.
Okay.
One more person. Game Changers. Havoc. His name is Havoc. Kerry Calvin is his name, but his entertainment name is Havoc. We know him as an entertainer, but we also know him as the son of one of the legendary famous Shy Lights.
Shy Lights. Okay? That's where Beyonce sampled Crazy in Love from, everybody. Shy Lights.
Yeah. Shy Lights, the legendary group Shy Lights. He just honored his father by getting his legendary star on the Walk of Fame. You know, he passed some years ago, but they just locked in his legendary star on the Walk of Fame. He has a event coming up called Project Game Changer. Let me see if I can show you that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's coming up in where I'm at. It's coming up in June, you guys. I'll be working the red carpet for this event. Okay.
This is going to be a legendary.
The weekend of June 5th, I'll be in California hosting the red carpet for this event. It's actually on Sunday, June 5th. He has some special guests that you'll be seeing on this show as we lead up to it. I'm going to be interviewing some different artists that are getting ready to come up. And y'all, let's make this year great. Period, point blank. I love you all. Blessings to you, Picasso. James Gibson with the P backwards.
Exactly. Flip the B around. There you go. So I'm looking forward to gracing the cover of Let's Go to Work Entertainment Magazine publication, which will be happening very, very soon. It comes. It's a high gloss, all white. It's almost like having a coffee table book. Like a touching gallery book on your coffee table in your bookshelf. You'll definitely want to see the photos that we have for the publication coming out sometime. What is it, February, March, I believe?
Yeah. Also, we got glasses. We sell actual physical glasses, like designer glasses and things like that too, as well. Okay, so we got a lot of hustles going on. Yeah. You'll be seeing all this come up really soon. I just wanted to have a really powerful relaunch show. Thank you, love. I'll see y'all later. I gotta go to the potty.
Love you. Handle your business. I'll call you later.
Have a good one. Bye.
Shabbat.